Shikamo, good people. Today is Saturday, May 22nd, 2021. My name is Martin Morage, and I would like to welcome you all to another edition of Predictions by a Casual. Today's event is UFC Vegas 27th. Hashtag Fight Night, hashtag Font versus Garbrandt. Today's event is a fight. It'll feature 26 fights. So 26 fighters. So that's 13 fights. And as usual, we will start. We will start. Yeah, we will start with the potatoes. And this main event today is not as exciting, in my opinion, to the casual eyes. It is not as entertaining as past events, but still, it's something to the table. It's an event, another fight night event. Anyway, we get started with the potatoes, and I describe tonight's potatoes as russet potatoes. If you know russet potatoes, I think that's the russet potatoes is what they use in McDonald's fries or chips if you're from the Commonwealth. Anyway, the first fight of the event is a lightweight between the tan Rafael Alves from Brazil. He's fighting Damir Ismagulov from Russia. Alves is making his debut. Ismagulov is 3-0. I'm gonna pick Ismagulov to win on this one. Next fight of the event is a lightweight between Yancy Madero from the USA from down in the islands. Yancy Madero has a 6-7, 6 wins, 7 losses, one no contest, and he's fighting the Bosnian bomber Damir Hadzigovic. I'm sorry, man, but he's fighting Hadziregovic. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Danir Danir Hadzovic. Oh my God, Danir Hadzovic is from Bosnia and Herzegovina. And on this one, as much as I wanna go with the East European dude, I'm gonna go with the Islander Yancy Madero over here. Although, good people, if I was putting my money on this, to be honest, I'd go with the Bosnian bomber. Next fight is a flyweight between Undertaker David Dvorak from the Czech Republic. He's fighting Juan Camillo Ronderos from Colombia. Juan Camillo Ronderos is making his debut. He missed weight by about not about by 2.5 pounds, and he took this shot by fight notice. And I don't put this against him. And he's getting 20% of his pass taken from him. And as usual, good people, I usually don't like picking people who missed weight, so I'll go with this one. I'll go with the Undertaker, who's 2-0, and he made weight. I'll go with him to win. Next fight, featherweight between Joshua Kulibao from Australia. Kuya Joshua Kulibao, who has 2 fights in the UFC, 1 loss, 1 draw. And he's fighting the Wolverine, Shayilak Nawadanbek from China. Now Danbeck is making his debut, and I'm gonna pick him to win on his debut, get his first UFC win tonight. Next fight is between Bulldog Bruno Silva from Brazil, who's fighting Vicious Victor Rodriguez from the USA. This is a flyweight fight. Bruno Silva has 4 fights in the UFC, 1 win, 2 losses, 1 no contest. Victor Rodriguez has 1 fight which ended in a loss. So on this one, good people, I'm gonna pick the upset to go to Vicious Victor Rodriguez to win. Next fight is a welterweight fight between the Crusher Cot McGee from the USA. He's fighting Hannibal Claudio Silva from Brazil. Cot McGee, the Crusher, has 8 wins, 9 losses, versus the Hannibal, who has 5 wins and 1 loss in the UFC. On this one, I'm gonna go with the Crusher Cot McGee to win and get At least a 500 and even record in his fight, in his pro MMA career, or at least in the UFC career. Next fight is the featured fight of the prelims. It's a heavyweight fight. The big boys are coming out. We have a fighter who's been getting, people have been backing him. I feel like Ben Rothwell, 7-7, 14 fights in the UFC, 7 wins, 7 losses. He's fighting a fighter who's making his debut, who goes by the Beast Boy or Beast Boy, Chris Barnett, also from the USA. Chris Barnett, obviously, as I said, making his debut. Rothwell is a veteran of the UFC, and on this one, as the featured prelim, I picked the Beast Boy to come in with an upset and upset the veteran over there. Next fight is in the meat of the event, and this meat I'd describe it as rotisserie chicken. Maybe herb with rosemary rotisserie chicken. It's not that exciting. But you did it if you saw it in a Thanksgiving table, Christmas table, or whatever celebration you eat a lot in your country. Christmas. So anyway, the first fight of the main card, which I don't know how it's not a main event. Anyway, it's just my opinion. I'm not a matchmaker, good people, but I feel this is like main event material. But it's a good thing they put it in the first fight. Anyways, I think it's gonna be an exciting fight. It's between the Joker, Jack Hermansson from Sweden. He's fighting the Golden Boy, Edmund Shabazian. Edmund Shabazian is from the USA. He has 1 loss, 4 wins in the UFC. And Jack Hermansson has 8 wins, 4 losses in the UFC. And those losses have come to really good fighters. And good quality fighters who I feel are better quality than the one Shabazian lost to. So on this fight, good people, I'm going to pick the Joker, Jack Hermansson, to win. Next fight is a featherweight between Ricardo Ramos from Brazil, who has 5 wins, 7 losses. He's fighting Senor Perfecto, Bill Algeo from USA. Bill Algeo, 2 fights in the UFC, 1 win, 1 loss. Ricardo Ramos has 5 wins, 2 losses. On this one, I'm gonna go with the dude with more experience, Mr. Ricardo Ramos. At least more experience in the UFC. Next fight is a women's featherweight. This is the first women's fight of the night. First of two. All of them in the main card. And this one is between Phenom Felicia Spencer. This is a featherweight between Phenom Felicia Spencer, who's from Canada. 2 wins, 2 losses. She's fighting the immortal Norma Dumont from Brazil. Norma Dumont, 1 win, 1 loss. On this one, I'm gonna go with, I believe, the fan favorite, Phenom Felicia Spencer, to get a win. Next fight is the co-main. No, not the co-main event. The co-main event. It's in the heavyweight between Badman, Justin Taffa from Australia. Justin Taffa has 1 win, 2 losses. He's fighting the mountain, Jared Vanderaa from the USA. I believe, maybe, I think from Alaska. No wins, 1 loss. He's gonna be fighting an uphill battle over here. And dude, I don't know what to expect, but to be honest, as much as I love my islanders, I love my snow people, good people. So anyway, on this one, I'm gonna go with the mountain, Jared Varanda. Oh no, I think he's from Washington. Anyway, I'm still gonna go with him. He's from the west coast of the USA. That's where I'm at right now. Next fight, good people, is a fight in the women's strawweight division between a really good up and comer Yan Xiaonan, Yan Xiaonan from China, 6 wins, no losses. She's fighting the Cookie Monster Carla Esparza, and to be honest, good people, every fucking time I see Carla Esparza fight, she's been the underdog to me. I expect her to lose every time, and she surprises me. I don't think Maybe I've picked her to win, but I don't. Maybe not that many times. But she surprises me. She finds ways to grind out wins, decision wins, unanimous wins. Doesn't knock them people out, but puts on a good enough fight to sway the decision on her side. So on this five good people, as much as I'd like to go with the Cookie Monster, who has 8 wins and 4 losses, who's a more experienced fighter, I'll go with the rising tide of Yan Xiaonan. 9, Yan Xiaonan. And now we go to the main event of the evening, which is in the men's bantamweight division. It's a fight between Rob Font from the USA. He's fighting No Love Cody Garbrandt, former UFC champ Cody Garbrandt. No Love Cody Garbrandt. Rob Font, pretty experienced. These are two experienced fighters. Rob Font has 8 wins, 3 losses in the UFC. Cody Garbrandt had 7 wins, 3 losses in the UFC. So these are pretty equally matched fighters. The only difference, in my opinion, in the casual opinion, is one of them has been a champion before, a UFC champion before. And so in this one, I'm going to go with the UFC champion because, to be honest, good people, last time I picked Cody Garbrandt to lose, and he won. So this time I'm gonna pick him to win. Nothing against Mr. Font, but I'm just liking Cody Garbrandt's chances. I hope he's patient. I hope he times his punches. I hope he does everything right. Thank you. Adios, good people. So that's the fight for the night. Adios.